All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and your location. Yes, I want to speak briefly on the biodigester system or biodigester technology. As you can see, I'm here on site somewhere at somewhere in Taraba State. Yeah. By the special grace of God, we came here to construct um, commercial size biodigesters for the secondary schools in Taraba State, who were employed by our wonderful client who find us reliable to carry out this modern technology in Taraba State. So I want to use this opportunity. Many of our clients has been asking several questions about the biodigester as regards to its importance, advantages and disadvantages, and of course the comparing it to the conventional um, septic tank that we all know before now. So I've come to give us a little briefing about it. Now, most we always ask, how does the biodigester work? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, the biodigester is a new technology, although not quite new, but in Nigeria, it's over 5 years in Nigeria now. And by the special grace of God, we have been into this system for a while now, and we have been doing wonderfully well. Talking about how it works, biodigester is anaerobic in nature. It's a system that functions effectively in the absence of oxygen. In other words, towards the course of construction, it's expected of you to make sure the system is airtight, and of course, to ensure that air does not go into the system. Now, there is what we call a porous slab. For science students, you agree with me, there's what we call a separation technique. A separation technique back then in secondary school, right? So now the porous slab is being designed in such a way that it will filter or separate the solid waste from the liquid waste. Look, I want to show you something. Now, for instance, you take a look at this. This is our outlet pipe from the building, right? So by the time we connect it to this pipe here, that's the WC pipe, it's being discharged from there into the digester. All right. Now, when it's being discharged, what will happen is that it lands on the porous slab that will be introduced in the system. That porous slab will separate the solid waste from the liquid waste. Now, when it's being done, the solid waste hangs or is being suspended on the porous slab in the system, while the water moves away from the system into the soak pit that is being created for it. Right. Now, when this happens, the physics on the system at every drop after 2 days is being consumed by the microorganisms that will be present in the system. During the course of installation, some enzymes are put into it with treated fiber. The purpose of the enzyme is to speed up the process of the microorganisms which are present due to the absence of oxygen. So these microorganisms feed on the feces, and the more the feces and the more anaerobic the system is, the faster the rate of consumption of the feces. So when they consume these feces, anything that eats has a byproduct. So when they consume these feces, they indirectly convert this physics to a slurry-like substance, or you can say water, So when this is done and you flush again, the substance flushes together with the water coming from the WC out of the system. So you can agree with me that as this cycle continues, there is no way the system will get filled up. All right. Now, talking about the advantages of the biodigester. Number one of the advantages is that the biodigester does not get full. In other words, it doesn't get filled up with waste products like the feces. Okay. Number two is that it doesn't occupy space. Like you can see, this is a commercial size for a school. You understand? You can see it's not that big. Very customized. It's quite customized. It's not that big. Okay. So you can see for yourself. Not that big. Unlike the conventional septic tank where you have to occupy a large space to fix a septic tank and thereby taking a whole lot of space in your line. One of the advantages of this is that for those that don't have enough space in your compound where you can possibly do a big soccer wear, like you all know, you can as well buy the idea of the biodigester. It will really help you a long way. So back to what we were discussing. Now, one of number two of the advantages is that okay, number three. Now we've talked about the system not getting filled up. Number two, we've talked about not occupying space. Number three, we'll be discussing on. Number three is it does not. It's eco-friendly. It is eco-friendly. It does not breed cockroaches to your house, flies. No, it doesn't smell. It doesn't constitute odor. It's odorless, right? It's odorless. So that's number three. And of course, it is cost efficient. It doesn't cost much compared to the traditional one. It lessens your cost compared to the traditional one, and all of that. Many more of them. And of course, in a situation whereby you have a farm nearby, and you wish that we design the digester in such a way that you use the end product as manure, because it's very rich in NPK, and because it's very rich in NPK, you can possibly use the slurry to enrich your farm, thereby lessening the expenses of buying fertilizers from the market. And you can attest to that is quite useful in that aspect. So there are so many advantages, too numerous to mention. But then I'll be discussing on the disadvantages of the biodigester, because definitely whatever has an advantage has a disadvantage. So one of the disadvantages is that in a situation whereby you have non-biodegradable materials in the system, it makes the system to get filled up after a long while of usage, because non-biodegradable materials like your condom pads, pampers, nylons, they cannot decay. They are non-biodegradables. And because they cannot decay, the more you continue to flush them in the system, when they compile, within the range of 5 to 10 years, keep doing it consistently, the system will definitely get filled up with those non-biodegradable materials. So when this happens, you're expected to go ahead, open the system. You call for maintenance. That's when you call for maintenance. And when the expert comes, like we, Bermish Technology and Construction Concept, when we come, we inspect the system, and of course, we will have to evacuate. We remove those non-biodegradable materials, service the system, and it will be good again. Of course, remember, I missed one of the advantages is that you don't need the service of exhausters to come and evacuate your waste. Here, you just, in as much as you don't put non-biodegradable material in the system, there won't be any need for maintenance. It will last as long as your building lasts. All right. As a matter of fact, my company will give you a guarantee of 25 years. We give you 25 years guarantee over every job we do for you. All right. So you can be rest assured that your biodigester system will work efficiently with Belmish technology and construction concept. I have taken my time to do this explanation to enlighten my clients and, of course, those who are intending to carry out this biodigester technology. Yes, it's a top notch presently. People are buying the idea, and we've traveled to several states to carry out the biodigester construction. We have been to states like Kogi, been to Lagos, been to Benin, we've been to Delta, been to Aba, we've been to Imo State, we've been to Ibadan, we've been to Ondo State, and now we are in Taraba State and many other states. So distance is never a barrier. Distance is not a barrier in as much as Nigeria is concerned. As a matter of fact, if you also employ us to come to your country to introduce this tech to you, you are free. Feel free to do that. And as a matter of fact, we also run training for those who might be interested in this biodigester. This is biodigester. Our services includes biodigester construction, biogas constructions, and building constructions. So if you need anything of our services, you do well to call us. And if you also intend to be trained on this new trending technology of a toilet management system, feel free to contact us. And the number to call is 0810 299 3043 or 070 50 25 24 36. We are always at your service 247. You can always call us, and of course, we'll do well to serve you better. Always and always at Belmish Technology Concept. Our service is nationwide. So always call us. I will be there for you. Thank you.